The Pig on the Hill. Pig lived on the hill. The views were amazing. He was very fond of cooking, especially cakes. He dabbled with models and did jigsaw puzzles. He liked to keep busy. His life was perfect. Until one morning when he opened his curtains. "Good morning," said the duck. "Beautiful day, isn't it?" Pig agreed, but secretly wished the duck would just go away. He was spoiling the view. "That's such a marvelous spot. You can see for miles." Pig watched the duck. He seemed to be taking notes. But eventually he flew off. Pig breathed a sigh of relief. But the very next morning, the duck was back. "I'm going to build a house here," he said. "It's just such a marvelous spot." Over the next few days, there was hammering, sawing, banging, scraping, drilling. The duck even had a swimming pool delivered. Pig tried his best to ignore discussion. Eventually, the duck's house was finished. There was a knock at the door. "Hi there, neighbor," said the duck. Pig had no choice but to let him in. His new neighbor was full of stories. The duck seemed to have been everywhere and done everything. Things Pig had only read about in books. Pig thought the duck was a bit of a show-off and was glad when he finally went home. As the spring turned to summer, Pig saw more and more of his new neighbor. There were the normal disagreements, but they discovered some common interests, and like all good neighbors, they helped each other out. Summer turned to fall, and before long, it was winter. One morning, Pig woke to find Duck had built a bridge between their two houses. "I thought I'd make it easier for you to pop over," said Duck. "I forgot you can't fly. By the way, I'm having a party tonight. Will you come?" But Pig didn't like crowds, so he said no. The party went on very late. Pig tried to sleep, but the music seemed to go on and on and on and on. In the end, Pig couldn't stand it anymore. He stomped across the bridge to Duck's house. "Will you please be quiet?" The party stopped. "Oh, I'm very sorry," said Duck. He sent all his guests home at once. Pig went back to bed, but he couldn't sleep. He felt very bad for spoiling Duck's party. In the morning, he crossed the bridge again to apologize. But there was no one home. Gone away. Duck. Duck didn't return that day, or the next. As the weather grew colder, there was still no sign of his neighbor. Pig's own house fell quiet once again, just like it had been before Duck arrived. Soon it was spring again, but Duck's house was still silent and empty. Then, one day, there was a knock at Pig's door. "Buenos dias, neighbor." Duck was back. He explained that every year when it got too cold, he flew off, somewhere nice and warm. Duck brought presents back from his holiday. Soon things were back to normal. That year, Pig decided he didn't want to spend winter alone again. So he had an idea. And the next time Duck went on holiday, Pig went too. The end.
You never know what you're missing.